At the beginning of my video, I would like to thank each of my subscribers that you're still here and sharing my journey with me, despite that I have taken a very long break. We are a small family yet, but it is your existence that motivates me to create new videos. I always say so much about life has to flow, and that's exactly what happened to me. I had to flow in other directions until my path led me back here. But one thing remained constantly, and that was my inner desire to reach my highest spiritual potential. I like to say daily prayers, ground my feet at every opportunity, bless my food, cultivate the virtue of giving, meditate, and even use my voice to chant mantras. But unfortunately, I do all this mostly in solitude. On social media, I have the opportunity to show this side of me, because there it seems entertaining and interesting, but when I sit with people and start blessing my food or reciting mantras, I am just kind of strange for them. People want me to explain my spirituality because the most time they want to understand it just to judge about it. It is a game for them that usually starts with the word, but I believe that, or I don't believe that because. Well, my spirituality is not a belief or a thought. It's not built on theories or science. My spirituality doesn't just happen in my mind. It is for me the purest form of feeling and resonating. Like magnetism, like ebb and flow, like the force of attraction, like the tides, the moon phases, like life and death. It's maybe that the term spirituality is very prejudiced and therefore can be misunderstood. But not I and not my spirituality serve to clarify misunderstandings. Judgments and misunderstandings arise in the mind of the judging person, and therefore it is just their task alone to clean up there. Spirituality works differently for everyone. It only helps to find out with what our spirit can gather and gain knowledge. Therefore, it does not make sense to think about the spirituality of others while neglecting their own ones. Finding one's own spirituality is usually a crisscross journey. I have met many people who, like me, started with meditations. Some found it in Reiki, some in shamanism, and I found it in a Buddhist center. Wherever our path leads us, it is only important that we find it. If we listen to our intuition and follow it, it will guide us and show us clearly what is good for us. I believe that it is very important for us humans to find access to spirituality, because it gives us support. In our gloomy thoughts and feelings, we are mostly alone with ourselves. Maybe because we don't have anyone to share it with, or we can't talk about it. But our faith and our personal rituals are things that we have always access to, and that strengthens us from within. Whenever we feel bad, we can take refuge in them and consciously decide which practice we need now to make us feel better. In this way, we take away the powerlessness, fear, panic, aggression, etc. of the negative situation and transform it into something that is good for our body and mind, such as compassion. I practice daily different spiritual techniques that help me to stay stable and balanced. Daily meditation is an important part of me, as well as breathing exercises and yoga. I use the app Down Dog and it fits perfectly to my needs, but any kind of yoga is good for mind and body, no matter what source. Also, yoga doesn't mean that we have to change poses all the time. We can hold just one pose for a while and still practice yoga. Try things that seem helpful to you. I love being in nature. I feel how it's healing me and taking my love energies from me. I ground my feet and touch trees. I like to watch the flowing water. It reminds me how everything needs to flow and change just like I do or we do. No matter how much I try to be in nature a lot, it is not always possible. That's why it's important for me to shift my daily practice more to at home. Many people find it difficult to meditate at the beginning. Restlessness and uncontrolled thoughts can cause you to give up. It helps if you do breathing exercises in the beginning and focus only on mindful breathing. It also helps to meditate in company. Then you can motivate each other, and out of respect for each other, you won't give up so quickly. I like to put my right hand on my heart. When I feel my heart more strongly, it helps me to feel more instead of thinking. I place my left hand just below my belly button, where our chi, our life energy, is located. When I breathe in and out, I guide this area with my breathing. When inhaling, I raise my belly and breathe deeply into my lungs. As I exhale very slowly in a controlled manner, drawing my belly in. With this exercise, I ground myself the fastest. I repeat it as many times as I need to be calm and grounded. This is only one of many methods. If you like it, then I would like to invite you to try this breathing technique. Let me know how you liked it or what methods you have for grounding yourself. Our emotions are as unstable as life itself. Let's allow ourselves to embrace our emotions and love them, because each of them is a guide and can only lead to healing if we accept.